There you go, at the top left corner you will be able to see we are getting straight up 30 FPS, no issues whatsoever in Pokemon Sword. Yo, what's up guys, it's Atrix here. Today we'll be taking a look at the greatest update of Yuzu Emulator Android ever released. This update has been released officially on Play Store and also the changelog is pretty huge. I'll be showing you guys the gameplay and let me just go ahead and tell you guys that all the graphical issues will be fixed after updating to this latest version of Yuzu Emulator Android and using a custom GPU Adreno driver. Let me show you guys the official changelog of this brand new update. It's the mainline as well as early access build which have been updated, fixes lot of issues where games could take too long to boot and the app would crash. Now there was an issue in recent updates of Yuzu Emulator Android where if you tried to quit the game it would be just stuck and then it would crash. So that has been finally fixed an issues where game appear to be stretched, fixed an issue where games could start in landscape and switch to portrait using portrait or auto. Basically orientation issues, fixed issue where setting dialogues would be dismissed, fixed an issue where touch input would break, and added support for dynamic app shortcuts, added support for game launchers, added new games loading UI, added searchable settings, specify the settings as game, allows more game launchers to detect Yuzu. If we scroll down, you can now see your current game directory from settings tab, added an option to import or export user data, use one thread for shader compilation on all devices. Snapdragon devices will notice a slowdown when compiling shaders, but this was done to save RAM a bit. Improving stability, general system stability improvements to enhance the user's experience, including rendering fixes for Mario, Pikmin 4, audio fixes for Xenoblade Chronicles, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, and more. The only way how we'll notice these fixes is by trying out the emulator itself. I won't be testing out Yuzu Early Access build in today's video. We'll go with the normal Yuzu Emulator Android build. That's because most of you guys will be on this build. We'll also be trying out Mortal Kombat 1 pretty soon, but let's just go ahead and go to advanced settings. And here go to general. Let's enable our best settings which we always enable, that is to disable limit speed percentage. Go to system, make sure to disable dock mode as well. Then go to graphics, set the resolution to 0.75x, accuracy level normal, VSync turn it off. Afterwards disk shader cache must be enabled. Previously there were a lot of issues with asynchronous shaders and disk shader cache, but those issues have finally been fixed. Afterwards reactive flushing, make sure to disable this option. Now if we just go ahead and open debugging, then you have to make sure to enable CPU debugging if you are trying out games such as Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, Mortal Kombat, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and also many games like Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles, etc., which we'll be trying out in today's video as well. By the way, I do recommend you guys to use the latest Mesa Turnip Adreno driver version 23.3.0 devel plus Vulkan 1.3.261. This GPU driver is the best GPU driver which will fix all the issues which you might have been previously facing graphics wise, but note that this Turnip driver only works with Adreno 7 series GPU and mainly these graphical issues were only present on Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor or above. So finally that has been fixed, which is a great relief. And by the way, FIFA 23 works absolutely amazingly now after the update. Gameplay video on it will be coming soon. Let's just go ahead and try out Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles first of all, and you saw building shaders and a brand new loading screen. At the top left of the screen you won't see an FPS bar until few seconds. By the way, once your FPS is stuck at 0.6, just go ahead and repeatedly tap the A button. I found this to work if your game is showing 0 FPS. After tapping the A button, somehow the game starts loading again. Anyways, I'll be showing you guys the graphics quality and the FPS in games like Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles, which are now 100% playable with stable FPS. We'll also be trying out Pokemon Sword and Mortal Kombat 1 later on in this video, so be sure to watch the video till the end. Let's start a new game. There we go, the beginning cutscene and no graphical issues whatsoever. Let's skip this cutscene. There we go, another cutscene, no graphical issues. Previously I was so tired with the graphical issues. Some games used to boot with custom drivers, some games used to crash, but with the help of this newest Adreno Turnip driver and the newest Yuzu Emulator Android updates, both of these have been optimized and now you don't even face any major crashing issues, force closing issues or graphical issues. Everything appears to be fixed and we are getting almost stable 30 FPS at 0.75x resolution. I am pretty sure you will still get good FPS even if you try it at 1x graphics resolution. But anyways, that was Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles. Let's just go ahead and exit Emulation. Previously when it used to show shutting down, the app used to go on forever. It never used to shut down. You had to close the Yuzu emulator manually, but that has been fixed now. We'll go to debug and make sure to disable CPU debugging and enable fast memory. Now let's try out Mortal Kombat 1. Let's see if it works or not. Loading. Okay. Alright, so Mortal Kombat 1 still doesn't work. It's understandable as it's a new title. Anyways, let's just go ahead and try out Pokemon Sword. I enabled fast memory because in Pokemon Sword there is no need for using CPU debugging. And there we go, the game has successfully started. You will notice we are getting stable 30 FPS, no visible graphical issues, and the resolution is also pretty amazing. The real test is how well will Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu work on this update, because previously, as you know, we only get around 7 to 10 FPS if we try out emulating Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu on Yuzu Android. But that test won't be in this video, maybe when I test out Yuzu Emulator early access build. But there you go, at the top left corner you will be able to see we are getting straight up 30 FPS, no issues whatsoever in Pokemon Sword. And if we just go ahead and disable frame limiting, I guess we can get more than 30 FPS, which is pretty amazing because previously we used to only get around 10 to 15 FPS in Pokemon Sword. That was pretty poor. Now it has reached a playable state, at least on flagship devices. That's an improvement. But anyways, I am really happy with this brand new update. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys faced any improvements in terms of performance or gameplay quality after updating to this brand new Yuzu Emulator version. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.